Hello my dear students. Today we are on chapter number 7 from the second semester. The chapter's name is Urban Administration. Now urban means the towns and cities. Administrations means who looks after and solves the problem of the people living in the town and cities. Then in the previous chapter, that is rural administration, we saw that who are the people who have solved the problem and who looks after the problem in the rural area. Now in this chapter we are going to see that who are the people who looks after the problem, or who takes care about the people living in the towns and cities, who are the administrative department. One lazy Sunday afternoon, Mala and her friends Shankar, Jahangir and Reina were playing a game of cricket in the street. Shankar had bowled a good over, and although he nearly managed to get Reina out, she was still batting. Frustrated, he bowled a short ball and hoped she would hit it for an easy catch. Instead, Reina hit the ball so hard and so high that the street light broke. Reina screamed, "Oh no, look what I have done." Shankar said, "Yes, we forgot to make a rule that if you break the street light, you are automatically out." But Mala, Jahangir and Reina were more worried about what had happened, and they told Shankar he would better stop thinking about the wicket. Last week they had broken Nirmala Mausi's window and had spent their pocket money to have it replaced. Would they have to dish out money again from their pockets? But who would they pay this to? To whom did the lights on the streets belong? Who changed them? This was the question. Like, to whom they have to pay the money for breaking the street light? Who changed the light every time? And to whom these lights belong? This was a major question of them. Reina's house was the closest, and they ran and told her mother what had happened. Reina's mother said, "I don't really know these things in great detail, but I do know that it is municipal corporation of the city that takes care of replacing lights. The best person to ask would be Yasmin Khala. She just retired from the municipal corporation. Go and ask her, and Reina, come back home soon." So municipal corporation. We know that there are levels of government. In the rural area, there are Gram Panchayat, local self-government. In the state level, we have the municipal corporation who looks after the problems of the people living in cities or towns, and also to look after everything, whatever necessary requirements are there in the towns and cities. It is used to be done by the municipal corporation. So Reina's mother, she told her that it is the duty of the municipal corporation, though she was not aware exactly, but then she told that maybe it is a work of the municipal corporation. Then she suggested Reina to go and ask Yasmin Khala, who was working in the municipal corporation. Yasmin Khala lived in the same land, and she and Reina's mother were good friends. The children ran to Khala's house, and when she opened the door, they began to tell her what has happened all at once. Yasmin Khala laughed and said, "There is no one person that you can pay the money to. There is a big organization called the Municipal Corporation that takes care of street lights, garbage collection, water supply, keeping the streets and the market clean. I have heard about the municipal corporation. They have put up signs around the city to inform people about malaria, said Mala. Yes, you are quite right. The municipal corporation is also responsible for ensuring that diseases do not break out in the city. It also runs schools, hospitals, and dispensaries and makes gardens and maintains them, said Yasmin Khala. Then she added, our city Pune is a big city, and so here it is called a municipal corporation. In smaller towns, it is called as municipal council. The word councillor and administrative staff. Yasmin Khala, I am curious. Who decides where a park should go? Did you have to make interesting decisions like this when you worked in the municipal corporation? Asked Rena. No, Rena, I was working in the accounts office of the corporation, so I just worked on pay slips. Cities are usually quite large, so the municipal corporation has to make a lot of decisions as well as do a lot of work to keep the city clean. The decisions like where a park or a new hospital should go are usually made by the ward councillors. The city is divided into different wards and ward councillors get elected. The complicated decisions that affect the entire city are taken by the groups of councillors who form committees to decide and debate issues. For example, if bus stands needs to be improved or a crowded marketplace needs to have its garbage cleared more regularly, or there is a nala or drain that cuts through the city that needs cleaning, etc. It is these committees for water, garbage collection, street lightening, etc. that decide on the work to be done. When the problems are within the ward, then the people who live in the ward can contact their councillors. For example, if there are dangerous electrical wires hanging down, then the local councillor can help them get in touch with the electricity authority. While the councillors' committees and the councillors decide on issues, the commissioner and the administrative staff implement this. The commissioner and the administrative staff are appointed. Councillors are elected. See, councillors of every ward are elected, but commissioner and the administrative staffs are being appointed by the government. Okay? So how are these decisions made? Asked Rena, who never gave up on her train of thought. Well, all of the ward councillors meet and they make a budget and the money is spent according to this. The ward councillors try and ensure that the particular demands of their wards are placed before the entire council. These decisions are then implemented by the administrative staff, said Yasmin Khala, enjoying the questions that the children asked. No adults asked her about her job, and the children's questions provided her an opportunity to relive some of her experiences. But the city is so large, it must take a lot of people to look after it. Does the municipal corporation have a lot of workers? Asked Shankar curiously. He had by now luckily forgotten about the cricket match and his incomplete over. Yes, the work in the city is divided into different departments. So there is the water department, the garbage collections department, a department to look after gardens, another to look after roads. I worked on accounts in the sanitation department, said Yasmin Khala, and they went on to offer the children some kebabs to eat. Jahangir ate his kebab at top speed, and as he wolfed them down, he asked loudly from the kitchen, Yasmin Khala, where does the garbage that the municipal corporation collects go to? The others were still eating when Yasmin Khala began to answer. This question has an interesting answer. As you know, you can usually find garbage lying all over the street. Earlier, even our neighborhood used to have garbage lying all over, and if this remains uncollected, it attracts dogs, rats, and flies. Also, people get ill from the smell. At one point, things become so bad that children even stopped playing cricket in the street because their parents were afraid that they would get sick from staying on the streets too long. A community protest. Yasmin Khala continued. The women were very unhappy about the situation and even came to me for advice. I said I could try and speak with some officer in the department, but I wasn't sure how long it would take. Then it was Gangabai who said that it is the ward councillor who we should go to and protest since we are the ones who elected him. She gathered a small group of women and went to his house. They began shouting slogans in front of his house, and he came out and asked them what was wrong. Gangabai described the situation in the locality to him. He promised to go with them the next day to meet the commissioner. He asked Gangabai to get a petition signed by all of the adults in the locality saying that garbage was not being collected. He suggested that taking the local sanitation engineer with them the next day might be a good idea. The sanitation engineer could also speak with the commissioner and tell him how bad the situation was. That evening, children ran from house to house, making sure that as many families as possible signed the petition. The next morning, a large group of women and the ward councillor and the sanitation engineer went to the municipal corporation office. The commissioner met with this large group and began giving excuses, saying that the corporation did not have enough trucks. But Gangabai smartly replied, "But you seem to have enough trucks to collect garbage from the rich localities." That must have left him lost for words, quipped Jahangir. Yes, he said that he would take care of it immediately, and Gangabai threatened that if it was not done in 2 days, a larger group of women would protest in front of the corporation, said Yasmin Khala. So, did the streets get cleaned? Asked Rena, who never let things remain unfinished. Well, not within 2 days, and then after another larger and more noisy protest, the sanitation service in this locality became more regular. Wow, this sounds just like a Bollywood film with a heavy ending, said Mala, who already began imagining herself in the lead role of Gangabai. The children enjoyed hearing Gangabai's story immensely. They had sensed that Gangabai was much loved and respected, and now they understood why. They got up and thanked Khala for answering their questions, and then, before they left, Rena said, "Oh, I have one last question, Khala. The 2 dustbins that we have at home now, are they also Gangabai's idea?" Khala began laughing. No, not really. The municipal corporation was the one who suggested that we do this to help keep our streets clean. When we sort our own garbages, it reduces their work. The children thanked Khala and walked back down the street together. It had become quite late and they needed to get back home. For some reason, the street seemed darker than usual. They looked up and then looked at each other smiling and ran right back to Khala's house. So this is how in the urban area, the administrative department, it works. It is the municipal corporation who takes care of everything in the city. Then there are also other departments like the commissioner and the administrative staff. The commissioner and the administrative staffs are appointed by the government, and the councillors, the ward councillors, they are being elected by the people in that area. See, every area has a ward number, like ward 2, ward number 3, ward number 4. So from that ward, the people, they used to elect their councillor, their representative, who can take who can be the voice of the people of that area. Then the ward councillor, he will hold a meeting with the other councillors, and then they will collect the money and work on the prosperity of the city, of that area. So Yashmin Khala, she explained to the children very well that who takes care of the cities and the towns whenever there is any problem, and also what are the measures taken by the municipal corporation to make the city clean. So this was about the chapter Urban Administrative. So next time we will meet with a new topic. Till then, students, take care of yourself, and thank you so much.